So today I'm going to do some nail art for you. This is going to be a little tutorial on how to do the Turkish evil eye. So first things first, we've got our colors here that we're going to need to use. We've got the royal blue, which is the dark blue detail in the eye. Then there's a paler blue, and then there's a white. And then we also have a black for the pupil. Now for my black and white detail, I swear by these two. This is the AmyG Creative Nail Art Gel in white. It's by The Edge, and this is the black one as well. These are brilliant for doing nail art. Here, if we look over to utensils, I have my brush. This is an 11mm nail art brush, and we just have a regular dotting tool. So this is everything we're going to use today, plus a bit of top coat. I swear by the Urban Graffiti top coat. This is a no wipe top coat. It has a beautiful shine and a great finish. Okay, so these nails have already been completely done with a builder gel, so we have our base to paint on. So we're just going to go straight in with the detail. What we're going to do here is we're going to do a bit of micro French with the evil eye. So on this finger we're going to have a white micro French, then we're going to have baby blue on these ones, and then we're going to use the royal on the two end fingers. So we're going to use a larger daughter to do the evil eye. So this is going to be your base color. So you're going to go in with the royal blue, and we're going to touch that to the nail. Now with the daughter, to make the circle go bigger, you're just going to rotate it gently. Because it's already in a circle, it does a much neater circle than it would if you were freehand painting. So there we have our initial base color, and we're going to now cure that in the lamp for 60 seconds. Okay, so now we've cured the base layer. Now we're going to go in with the white. That is the next layer. So we're going to take that onto the large daughter like this, and we're going to apply right in the center, and we're going to work our way out slowly to the edge like that, and then we're going to cure again 60 seconds. And there we have the second layer cured. So now we have the royal blue around the edge, the white. Now we're going to go in with the baby blue. So again, we're going to go to our slightly smaller dotting tool now, because obviously the circle is getting smaller and smaller. Now we need to do the baby blue, and then in the center will be the black dot. So we're going to apply some to the tip, and we're going to put it right in the center. Use your pinky. So if you hold the finger like this, use your pinky to rest on that finger, and it gives your hand pure stability. And then you're going to go in and go right to the center with the dot, and then you're going to move small circular motions to bring it out. Just like that. And now we're going to cure again for 60 seconds. Okay, so that's us. We've got the first three layers, and now we just need our final pupil dot. Now I've moved over to a slightly different part of my dotting tool now. You'll see that this is not so much of a circle. Well, it is on the very tip, but it's a much more fine pointed end. This is to get a much more precise, smaller black dot for the center. So we're going to take our AmyG black nail art, and again we're going to steady our hand with the pinky, and then you're going to get that. Just take your time. There is no rush. Okay, so you're just going to go in, and you're going to touch that right into the center of the nail. And just before we cure it, there you have your full evil eye. Okay, and then we're going to cure that again for 60 seconds. Okay, so now we have our evil eye and we can go about doing our French tips. So for the sake of staining, I'm going to start with the paler color. So we're going to do the white tip on this nail here. And then, like I said, we're going to do baby blue and then the royal blue on the outskirts. So you want to get your paint as close as you need it. We're using our 11mm brush that was mentioned at the beginning of the video. So you want to coat your brush properly. Make sure that at the end, it isn't teardropping like this. So you shouldn't have a bulbous tip to your paintbrush. It should run along with the same consistency and have the same amount of paint across the whole brush. This will make application much more even. So once again, we're going to use that pinky to steady ourselves. And you're going to, because I'm right-handed, I'm gonna start on the left and work my way towards the right, because this is the way my hand goes. If you're left-handed, you'd obviously reverse that and you'd be starting from the right, working that way. So we've got all our paint on our paintbrush, nice and even. I'm gonna touch that down, and then we're just gonna go right across. Take your time, nice, slow, even brush strokes. And then we're going to go up the sides like this. So we're going to come down in a fine line from the edge. So I'm going to tilt Ellie's hand a little bit here. Apply some more paint to make sure it's evenly distributed again. And we're going to touch down just above the smile line and bring it down to the tip. And then we're going to come out at a slight angle to join that up. Like so, and then we're going to flip the hand. We're going to evenly distribute the paint, and you're going to do it again from just above the smile line and bring it down evenly. And then we're going to again do that angle to join it in, just like that. And then run along the bottom to even it out if you have any bits that are uneven. Now we're going to make this one a little bit thicker to even it out to the other side. Make sure you can see that. So pinch the skin out of the way with those fingers that we're using to steady ourselves on. And just very slowly bring that down to meet that tip. And there we have the first white micro French. So I'm going to cure that now for 60 seconds. There we go. So this nail is now complete. It just needs that top coat over it. So we're now going to go ahead and do the light sky ice blue on those other nails. So I'm cleaning my brush between colors on a lint-free wipe that has some non-acetone nail polish remover to make sure the bristles are nice and clean. Do not use acetone to clean your brushes. It will absolutely destroy the bristles. So once again, we're going to get even distribution on the brush. We don't want any tear dropping. These little palettes are great because they allow you to pick up as much paint as you need. So we're going to get that even distribution. We're going to come back. We're going to steady our pinky with that finger again. And once again, going from left to right, we're going to do that line right across the bottom. Just go back and forth a few times to get it solid. We may have to go in with a second coat with paler colors, but that's perfectly normal. So once you get that how you want it, we're going to go back in, and then we're going to do down from this side of the smile line. So we're going to tip Ellie's hand again, and just above the smile line, coming down and meeting that tip. And then you want to come at an angle so it's slightly diagonal. So right down that edge and coming in at an angle. And then we're going to rotate her hand. And we're going to do the same from the other side. So just above the smile line, coming down to meet that nail, and then coming out so it gets slightly thicker towards the edge. Like so. And then we're going to rinse and repeat on the other side. So once again, even distribution on your 11mm brush from the left towards the right. And a little bit more paint in that. So all the way across, like so. Take your time with these straight lines. And then we're gonna go in just above the smile line again. And come down. And then go diagonally. And down, just like that. And then we're gonna rotate the hand and do the same from the other side. So just above the smile line and down. And then diagonally, working it in. Just relax your hand, Ellie. Just diagonally down like that. Yeah? So you can see that we've got a nice sharp line. If you need to even this out, by all means, go back across it nice and slowly with your brush. And now both the baby blue ones are ready to be cured for 60 seconds under the lamp. And there we have the sky blue. All nice. Actually, I'd probably more call that ice blue, to be fair. So we've got it going up in variations. So these are basically just all the colors from the Turkish eye that we're using. And now we're going to break out into our royal blue. So once again, using our 11mm, we are going to evenly distribute the color onto the tip of the brush. Again, using your pinky to keep your finger firm. I'm going to go back and we're going to go from left to right. So we're just very gently taking that color over to the side. Then we're going to go again from just above the smile line and down, and then diagonally in, like so. And then again from the other side. Reapply some more paint and just above the smile line and down. And if you do catch it on the side, don't worry too much. I'll show you a wee trick for that in a minute. So doing that down and diagonally in, like so. And just straighten up your tip. Like that. Yeah? Nail there. So if we put that over the tip of our dotting tool, like so, and just run that down the side of the skin and get rid of any overlap. All right. So now this one's ready to be cured. We're gonna move over to the thumb. And we're basically just gonna repeat exactly what we just did. Obviously where this finger is a little bit bigger, you will need a slight bit more product on the brush. So steady your pinky and pull it from left over to the right. A bit more product. And pull it right over to the side. Then we're gonna tip the hand ever so slightly. And we're gonna go just above the smile line and bring it down. And then we're gonna bring it diagonally in just like all of the others. And on this side, apply a little bit more paint. And we'll come straight down. And then diagonally in just like all the others. Like that. And now this one is ready to be cured. So we'll put both of those in for 60 seconds. Okay, so our dark blue does need another coat, so we're gonna go back in and just go over the top of that. So you're just gonna repeat those same lines that you've already just done. So just take it real slowly and just go back over the top of them. So steady in your pinky. tipping the hand. And again. That's much more solid color. And then we're gonna do the thumb. And again, working from left to right. Just like that. And on the sides. So like I said, you're just going back over it. This is where your pinky will be a saving grace. Also a good tip for keeping yourself steady when doing nail art is I'm always really tempted to hold my breath. Whereas instead, what you should do when you're painting is take a breath in, and then as you take your breath out, paint. And breath in, and breath out as you paint. This actually helps keep the hand steady, because a lot of time when we're painting and you're breathing, your brush is moving as you're breathing. So a lot of artists are tempted to hold their breath as they paint. We are going to run a secondary coat over the pale blue, so I've just cleaned off the brush, and we're just going to really quickly run a little secondary coat of the ice blue color. So you're just recapping those lines. Like I said, this is where the pinky is important because it gives you your steady hold. Yeah, so that's one. And the other. Just back over those lines. This is just to solidify it. Like that. And then make sure there's not too much product on the brush. Like so. And then just make sure you've evened it out on the tips. Yeah, and then we're ready to cure for the very last time. 60 seconds, and now we're ready for top coat. And there we are, we're all finished. So all our colors are now cured, and our very last step is top coat. Like I said earlier, I used the no wipe top coat from Urban Graffiti. This is just a 30-second cure. So you're gonna hold the finger with the index and the thumb there. We're gonna steady ourselves again with the pinky. You're gonna go just before the cuticle area, and you're gonna rock up towards it. This will give you that really nice, neat cuticle area. Then you're gonna brush down the nail. Then we're gonna come down the side, wipe off any excess. We're gonna tip the nail and go down the other side. Then make sure you cap that free edge. And we're gonna go over this next nail and do the same again. So you're gonna finish off that last nail. Again, make sure you're capping that free edge, evening out the paint, and then we're gonna cure for 30 seconds. Okay, so we're all finished. All we need now is a little bit of cuticle oil to bring back nourishment to the skin, because you'll see it's a little bit dehydrated from all the non-acetone nail polish remover. So we're just gonna apply, using some queso cuticle oil. This stuff smells amazing, it's forest fruits. And we're just gonna apply that to the skin there at the top of the cuticle, but then you're gonna massage it in. So massage, work from the outside in. Don't forget the tips of the fingers too, all around the nail and the tips. And last but not least, our little evil eye finger, which, you know, we conveniently placed on the middle finger. And then you're gonna just remove the abundance so that there's not excess oil. And voila, we're all done with the mixed color micro French and our little evil eye in the middle.